Good Wednesday morning. It's another hot day here in Loudoun County, Virginia. This is your Loudoun County weather outlook, and it is going to be hot today. Highs will get up into the upper 90s. Some could flirt with 100 degrees. We'll see. Heat index values are going to get up over 105 degrees, so a heat advisory was issued, I think, rightly so. The air quality is also poor today, so if you have sensitivities to being outdoors, definitely take it easy. Drink a lot of water, do the typical hot weather things. As we move forward, we're going to see that we could get a shower and storm late tonight. But Thursday's going to be really the time to watch as this front slowly approaches now from the south northwest, moving southeast. You could get quite a bit of heavy rain here into the nighttime and early morning time tomorrow night. So I would not be surprised if we get a flood advisory get popped for tomorrow, flood watch. We'll see if that happens. Rain will be totally dependent on whether or not you get under thunderstorms and how fast they're moving. So it could be that you get more rain than your neighbor, or we don't get as much rain as is possible. It's slow to move out. So Friday we could have showers and storms kind of linger, especially early in the day. But by late afternoon, evening, I'm hoping things clear out and ends up being a really pretty day. But there could be still a scattered shower storm late until that front gets further south. And then Saturday looks beautiful. Temperatures are going to be nice. It'll be kind of a little bit breezy. Not super breezy, but a little bit breezy. Beautiful, beautiful day to be outdoors. Get your picnics going. Get outside and enjoy the weather. You just don't get too many days like this weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday are going to be nice. It's going to last into Monday, although we'll start to creep up a little bit on temperatures on Monday. As we head up into the low 80s. But just sunshine. That's what you're seeing. This high pressure is seriously in control. And then as we go into next week, the high will go off the East Coast, but there's still a clockwise flow here. And it looks like some storminess to the south. That's going to pick the easterly winds. Our humidity is going to start to shoot up. So this is even on Sunday here. By late in the day, we can see an increase in some of the humidity. But then here's another high to the north. So these things are trying to dam the cooler air. It's not that much cooler. Down the East Coast. So that's why we're holding on to the cooler weather, which is nice. But like I said, the orientation of this could mean that more clouds will come into play. We'll have to see. It's just something we're going to have to watch as we go into next week. If we get more clouds, we'll obviously keep it cooler, but right now it looks like low to mid 80s, at least through Wednesday. And then the high's going to start moving further east, although it still looks like this cooler damming air here east of the mountains could keep us cool. At least until Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, I think it gets kind of knocked north. And the isotherms, or the 500 millibar heights start to rise. We'll start to see warmer conditions and much more humid. But late in the week, I think we'll get humid and back to normal to slightly above normal temperatures, and with the humidity around, even feeling hotter. And get a chance of, some afternoon, evening pop-up showers and storms. Maybe even more if this front comes true. And then the long range, things try to cool off again. Not as prominent as it looks like before. But still, this is not a heat, pattern. It just looks like a very humid condition type of pattern that's going to set up yet again. But here's another high trying to nose its way down. So maybe it will win in the long range. We'll have to see. It's kind of hard to tell this far out. Here is a more prominent high pressure. Doesn't look like it's necessarily on the path here into the United States, but it definitely looks cool up there in Canada. Yep, here it comes. And if that comes true, that's a really cooler shot. And that is the middle part of August. That would be a much cooler shot than what we experience here now. So again, maybe another taste of fall about mid-August. So here's the deal. It looks like today, very hot. Late tonight, we could have a pop-up shower and a thunderstorm. Still in the 70s overnight. Tomorrow, very steamy, hot day with showers and storms popping up, especially in the afternoon and evening. Some storms could be strong to locally severe and also be very heavy rainers, so we could get some floods. The showers and storms could have a hard time clearing out on Friday, but once they do, cool air will filter in. It will be a slightly breezy but beautiful day both Saturday and Sunday. We'll continue in the good weather, very seasonal, low to mid 80s. That's seasonal temperatures starting to show up around that time. And humidity will slowly start to pump up until mid and late next week. And then it looks a little bit unsettled as we head towards next weekend, very similar to what we've had before. Humid conditions may be popping back up there in the 90s, which I'm about to show here on the temperatures. And then we'll have to see if around mid-month we can get another strong cold front through, which will obviously be accompanied by some severe weather. Really quick look at the temperatures. Here is our 24-hour max temperatures. We'll go regional here into our area. It just helps to kind of give a sense. So here we are today. We're going to see these mid and upper 90s. Actually, that's over the last 24 hours. So it's really hot today. Honestly, the sun is still getting as hot as like before. But here's the cooler temperatures. They come in on the weekend. So yeah, in a 24-hour period, we can see 70s. Mountains even seeing 60s. I think probably up near 80 degrees or so. That's kind of what we're seeing even into Monday. Highs in the mid-80s. It's kind of what, I'm not getting very, very specific. But here we see the heat starting to creep back up towards middle of next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now we're getting up into the mid and upper 80s to around 90. Very much where we have been. And then, this is sticking around. This is slightly above normal for this time of year. Then late next week, this is when I said there could be another surge of heat, and definitely is here on the model forecast, so it's really hot. And then potentially, we'll see a front come through way late in the period after we've been up near 90 for several days in a row. And here's that other big cool down potential push later. And look at that. That's what I said. This looks like a really cool push if it comes true, with highs only in the 60s and 70s. So we can hope that's probably a little overdone. All right, that's it. Be on the lookout. I'll definitely be providing updates. Be careful with the being outside today, both air quality and the temperatures. And that's all I got for your Loudoun County Weather Outlook. Thanks a lot.